Hey guys and gals, this is Nathan. Welcome back to another exciting video on the channel. I know it's been a long time since I posted anything. Um, this one, it's not really thinking about anything specific. It's just kind of like a throwback, I guess. Maybe you might be able to tell by the thumbnail, um, or the title of the video, I guess, too, would give it away. But I was going through uh, my old comic boxes, and I came across a bunch of my box that has like a lot of my comp copies from old books that I worked on and stuff, and came across like my first my first digital coloring. So I figured I'd give it a share with you guys, and yeah. So the first book that I did, I'm not sure the order these two came out in, but they're both from, I believe, yeah, May 1998. So let me just stay focused here for now. Um, so at this point, I'd already been working in the industry for I think 4 years. I was doing color guides, so that's coloring the pages, photocopied, black and white artwork. I would shrink it down so it fit on 8 by 10 sheets of paper, and then we would color it with markers, and then it would be passed out to other people at the time that knew Photoshop. I was doing that when I first started at Extreme Studios. I believe that was like '94. And I was there for a year, maybe a little bit over a year. And then after that, I was working with Jim Lee when he had Wallstorm Studios. He was still at Image Comics and everything. But then they started making the move, or I guess the natural progression. Instead of paying two people or a bunch of people to color a book, why not, the person making the color decisions and the markers, why not just have them do the computer work in Photoshop? Which made a lot of sense, but since I was so busy, I was working with the markers and never really had time to learn Photoshop. So, it kind of got squeezed out, and the work was drying up, and living down there in San Diego, California was getting expensive, so then I moved back to San Antonio, where I graduated high school and I still had like a lot of my friends and stuff, and it way cheaper cost of living than California. So I moved back over to San Antonio, and there's a company. Many might know, maybe not. I don't know. Antarctic Press. They've been around for a long time, um, but I knew people that worked there, like kind of like friends of friends. So just kind of went over there, and I actually got hired there as an inker first. So that's kind of weird. Um, so at this point, May '98, I believe I was inking my first book for them, and hadn't signed on to color it yet, but wasn't too far behind. But in the meantime, while I was inking, I was learning Photoshop. So in doing that, I know this is turning into a whole story time with Nathan. I don't know, but so they would give me pieces to color or to practice on, and that's what I thought this piece was. I didn't know it was going to be an actual cover, so it's kind of just sprung on me, and I don't know. It was like a pleasant surprise, like, oh wow, I'm coloring a cover, but I wasn't ready. So without further ado, I guess let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy. I get that nice and big in there so you can look at it. I mean, on the surface, it's not bad, I guess. First attempt. The artist on this is Dean Zachary. He's gone on and done some stuff for the big two, Marvel and DC, I believe. Not sure what he's up to nowadays. I haven't really seen his name around. I guess I could look it up. Um, but I look at this piece now, and from first look, it's not bad. But the more I look at it, the more it just really bugs me. It is bad, I guess. I'm always telling. So I mean, this what I'm showing this is like you guys, the beginners, so you don't get discouraged. You're gonna do some bad work, and here's my bad work. and I'm always preaching about like, oh, make sure you look where your light source is coming from and stick to that. And you can see on this one here, like the light source is coming from this direction. You can tell by the shadows under his hands. This drop shadow from her body right here, this from her, and I guess this is her shadow, and even like all his shading, even here, here, it's all indicating that. But for some reason, I go ahead and decide to throw in some uplighting on the hands right here. Oh my god, this is terrible. And then even like the boots are lit from this way. So I didn't, yeah. So it's like, even though I've been coloring for years, just making that jump to computer coloring, I was like, I felt like, I don't know, I guess I felt I was out of my element and I wasn't paying attention to that stuff and more paying attention to, how the selections are looking. But I mean, you could see like here, like, yeah, none of this is even blending very good. Over here, and I don't know what this uplighting is on there. It's very bizarre. I mean, there is some stuff I do like, like the cool lighting in the shadows. I was able to carry it. But yeah, this orange coming off from the motion of the axe, and the reason he's like this, I mean, I don't know why he's this specific color, but he's like a clay golem from old mythos. But yeah, I don't know, it's a weird color. that burnt orange. But alright, well, there's that, I guess. Alright, so the next one was a piece done by Kelsey Shannon. Not sure how many people recognize his name, but he's gone on to do like a lot of stuff for Image, for Marvel and DC as well. He's been around. I think recently he might have been working in animation. I guess it's kind of like off and on. I can't really remember. But amazing guy, super clean lines. Really enjoy his work a lot. But yeah, this cover. This is another one where like on the surface it's like, oh yeah, it works. You see that from a small thumbnail. It's like, it doesn't look too bad. The colors are there, but the rendering is just, ugh, I don't know. One thing I remember on here, this is the cover. I think this is like the second cover I had done, so you can see this is still May 1998. Wow, it's a long time ago. But so yeah, on this cover, this is where I first learned like not to zoom in too much when you're coloring, because I mean you can't really tell because this is like a scan from it. I couldn't find like a high res digital file of it, and my original color files, I have no idea where those are at this point. But you can see, let me grab a color where we can see this. But on these mountains, you can see there's a dark right here. And then there's like a mid-tone and a highlight in here as well. And yeah, that looks right. Okay. So yeah, this is my thinking when I'm coloring it like this, like, oh, this is gonna look so good. And then you look at the cover, I guess you can't even see any of that on this other side. I'm like, what was I thinking? Even on these little things of glass, like each one, there's like a shadow, and then the medium tones, and then like each one of these is like a little highlight on each one. And I just, yeah, don't zoom in. You'll save yourself a lot of time and effort. And like, yeah, these flames, like, ugh, I don't know. That hurts my eyes to look at. They're just so busy. I mean, it looks like maybe like a wind is blowing at it, but there's no wind indicated, in her hair or in her jacket or, anything like that. So, yeah, it doesn't work. And then, I don't know, this block seems okay. But then I don't know. This one here just doesn't work. Like these other rocks don't work. Yeah. So, yeah, there's some old throwback material. I mean, this looks decent, you know, right here. But that's not consistent with this lighting coming from this other side. I don't know what these folds are. But, you know, I think it's like my, like I said, like my second piece I fully computer colored. I like this glove. That looks decent. Fits the style and everything, but yeah. I don't know. It's stuff like that I just look back and cringe, but so moral of the story, kids, don't be discouraged. We all have to start somewhere. And, you know, you stick with it, and after enough years, you know, eventually you'll get good at it. So, yeah, there's a lesson to be learned. Well, hopefully, I want to be posting more videos, but unfortunately, the space I'm in now isn't very conducive. A lot of people coming and going, and it's not really good for recording. But I hope to have some more illustration stuff up soon. Let me see what else is going on. A lot of stuff I can't talk about. A lot of freelance stuff I can't show. I guess hopefully soon. I need to set a date. But I hope to have my Etsy shop up. So the plan is not only like prints, zines, but I also want to have like some of my old color guides that I still have available. You know, have those up there as well if anybody's interested in those. Um, I don't know if there's anything else, any suggestions for future videos, whether illustration wise or comic book coloring wise, anything you guys would like to see. Yeah, feel free to comment below. And I guess that's about it. All right, thanks for watching and hope to see you guys soon. All right, bye.